Welcome back to My Hero Academia Anime Review Episode 200. Yep. Finally brought this back. Yeah. Now, the anime is back. And yes, I know there's been a couple, like the episode I'm talking about here. Plus, of course, the episode that came out this past Saturday. So, basically, we have the opening episode of Season 7 of the show. This is the first of 21 episodes. Not 26 like the previous 5 seasons have been. And you're thinking, why did you say previous? Why did you say 6? Season 1 was 12 episodes. It's been 26 in Season 2. Excuse me. Yes. The name of this episode is In the Nick of Time, A Big Maverick from the West. This adapts from chapters 329 to 331 of the manga, and it's the first half of the Stars and Stripes arc. Toward the end of the previous season of the show, pretty much the last episode, we had the on-screen debut of Stars and Stripes. This big, muscular woman who apparently was a student of All Might's, and I looked up how old she was. It is here. She's 42. I'm like, damn, she looks that good for 42. So we see a little bit basically of how she got the word she saw in the previous season. Where basically All Might sent messages to have other heroes help out. So the Air Force is like, can't exactly go without proper clearance. Stars are like, hey, you guys want to give me a ride? So she rides on the stealth jets over there. And on her way to Japan, meanwhile, before all this, we see All For One talking to Spinner and telling him, you don't have to be my bodyguard, right? Probably because he has basically 4 Nemu. So he becomes sort of like a basically a figure where people rally behind him. Like a replacement for Reed Dester, who was captured in the previous season of the show. Yes, I'm not really sure. Now, if you're curious though, was there a reason why they had to do this in the manga? Not really, but it led into something really weird related to the Spinner. I'll get to that when anime gets to it. So, then we see apparently Tokyo, where it's like everything's a little bad, and we see some vigilantes harassing a reporter, and that led to the whole thing was starting because you're flying, and then she's on her way there, and then she's basically stopped by, in the sky, mind you, by Todoroki. She suspects it's All For One, but no, that's Todoroki, the secondary antagonist of the series. So they begin their massive fight in the sky, which apparently they debut her quirk that's basically here, New Order. Basically, whatever she touches, she basically can tell people what to do. It's kind of sounding like brainwashing. And she's also, I think what Stars and Stripe is, they do go flashback or backstory, where All Might saved her when he was a foreign exchange student in the U.S. Of course, she saw him in muscular form, not in skinny form. So, that inspired her. Apparently, she used to be a brunette, then she dyed her hair blonde. I couldn't really tell in the manga. And she basically had the same hairstyle as he did. Yeah, and apparently put on a lot of muscle, too. Looked like she put on like 40 pounds of muscle when she got older. Yep. So she flies over, and of course she fights him in the sky. There's a big, humongous sequence here, which I'm sure Studio Bones, they spent a lot of money in this sequence. You can tell, like, this wasn't cheapened. I at least got handed the Bones for doing this. I can see why basically they cut out basically not doing 26 episodes. They probably spent a lot of money on the animation for this season. That's probably the reason why they shortened the episode count. So, they fight, and of course, Todoroki figures, though, thanks to combining with All For One, thanks to steal her quirk, which I'm not going to get into basically that just yet, but great sequence. And apparently, also, she calls for reinforcements, and according to the Admiral, it's like, this is your last favor, because if you lose, we're taking away your license. They're like, that's fine, as long as they can stop him. Yeah, she's basically risking her superhero license to stop Todoroki. Yeah, that's kind of what happens here. And the episode ends where apparently the Japanese military is firing these special missiles at him. And in the episode, An amazing episode. Looking forward to our next episode to watch soon. Alright, but next up we have, basically for this video, we have the new chapter manga. Which, by the way, there was not a chapter released this week. So with next episode, we won't be reviewing new chapter manga. Excuse me. Speaking of Deku, looks like watching this whole thing with Todoroki, and everybody basically put all their hopes in him. And we see like Earjack, Momo, Froppy, Red Riot, like everybody. If you're curious though, in this panel here, with this big punch, is Chaco on this page? No, not really for some reason. So, and then we see Todoroki disintegrating. Yes, he is disintegrating. Deku punches him really hard, and he starts disintegrating. And he basically falls apart like, I'm not done yet, and tries to take out Deku. It's like, a new vessel. You're done, all for one. It's a Midoriya. And of course, yeah, then he just punches like a black hole. Yeah. Because, of course, Kamigiri is basically has to do his little working ability. And then we see Bakudo chopping here, too. Yes, Bakudo. He's in the hospital, like, okay. It's like, don't you dare let me surpass you, Deku. Yes, don't let your child, the guy who basically is like your rival, surpass you. All for one. I can't look past what you've done. It's like, but you think you're some monster beyond understanding. No, stop. And you're no demon lord. No, don't look at me. All you are is a lonely man. And then apparently, I think this is revealed his first name, maybe. So, the Embers, and apparently, like, yeah. And it looks like the previous host basically confronting him. And then it looks like apparently that the One for All Quark basically may have gone back into Deku. And then of course we see Todoroki, we have a private conversation between him and, like, I couldn't destroy your hands. Yeah. It's like, it was destroyed. And the chapter ends with Todoroki turning to ash. Ending the chapter. And presumably killing off another villain in the series. Yeah. Basically, Bakudo killed all. Basically, his fight ended with the death of All For One. And with Todoroki gone, like, you think at this point the series is practically over. Like, you probably think, ooh, we gotta wrap up really soon. Haven't heard anything about it. I have not heard anything that the manga's ending anytime soon. But an excellent chapter. And there is another chapter debuting in, like, about next week. So, maybe we'll see soon. Yes, maybe we'll see soon if, in fact, we might get a brand new, basically, if the manga is ending really soon. I have not had confirmation about that yet. I've seen no articles about it yet that says, oh, this volume, when it comes out, that's going to contain the final chapter. But based upon this looks like pretty much this is basically like the penultimate chapter of the series. That you could say we could have about 2 or 3 chapters left. And I can tell just by looking at this chapter. And I'm really hoping they'll do this when the very next chapter comes out, basically Sunday. Yeah. So, great chapter. And with this, basically, I'm pretty much just about done with the anime that came out over the course of the weekend I was gone. There is one left, Black Butler. But basically, before yesterday, the only anime left to go were basically just Konosuba and the Misfit Demon Academy. Aside from Black Butler. Basically, like, those 3 left. 3. Plus, also, there is still one more episode of this. There is Demon Slayer and Mushoku Tensei. We have roughly about 6 left. Yes. Definitely. We have about 6 left to go. Well, we would, but there's still also that they release new episodes for Monster and Tsumunchi Moonlit Fantasy. Now, am I be able to get another episode tonight? That's a maybe, but I'm happy I got a chance to do this one. Because I'm streaming you possibly soon. I have not heard from my friend yet, but it probably is going to be Anime Blaze coming, and tomorrow, because basically I think tomorrow I'm going to spend basically when after my dinner, just I'm going to try to get more done tomorrow. Hopefully. I wish I got without more today, but that didn't happen sadly. So hopefully tomorrow I'll work on a little bit more. Because right now, watching this, it's still technically 8. Unless, of course, I can get done Konosuba. Yes. But that's pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit this like button. Next up is going to be a... Well, I might wait because basically I have a stream possibly due soon, so I'll find out what time it's going to be. I may have comic cores later, but who knows, okay? Next video. Bye.